What's going on YouTube? JT Reborn here, and welcome back to another edition of my Godzilla and Marvel comic book reviews. In this video, we're going to be talking about Godzilla Infinity Roar issue number 2. Sorry for the delay in a lot of videos. I mean, we had Easter week, and then I got sick, and then other stuff came up, and it's just been a really chaotic couple of weeks here going on. So I'm trying to get back into the swing of things now that we're kind of post-Easter and post a few other things. So hopefully I could be all caught up with videos in the next couple of days, and then I can get back to work on some of the Monarch stuff that I'm neglecting for a while. But I do have these comic book reviews, and this is kind of the oldest ones in the batch that I haven't talked about yet. So let's go ahead and talk about Godzilla Infinity Roar issue number 2. This one is, of course, written by Jerry Dugan, artist are Javier Garrón and IG Guerra. So last where we left off, Godzilla was in a team up with Knull. Basically, Knull was just like, knows he can't control Godzilla, so he's basically just like, all right, Godzilla, you want to destroy stuff? I'll help you get from point A to point B, and I'll just kind of follow in suit and use my symbiotes to kind of conquer parts of the galaxy and all that too. So Godzilla's going around across the universe, like this time is in the Empire, Shi'ar, the Shi'ar Empire. He faces off against Gladiator. The Fantastic Four decided, you know what, I hate to do this, but let's turn to Galactus, have him just eat Godzilla like he's the planet devourer and all that stuff, and maybe then that'll be like, I mean, he'll give him a nice big snack and power and all that, but that'll kind of like calm his appetite and everything, and then we should be kind of okay and good to go from there. It'll suck that we have to kind of turn to this guy, but at least Godzilla will be out of the way. Doesn't go so well for him, but we also have Godzilla versus King Ghidorah in this thing, because typically Ghidorah goes into Godzilla's territory, but Godzilla doesn't really go into Ghidorah's territory, so he goes there, goes into an all-out battle. Knull's kind of watching along this whole thing, so he thinks, maybe I can subjugate King Ghidorah, but Godzilla's basically like, no, let me face off, let me kill Ghidorah, and Godzilla with the symbiote in him is just so all-powerful, like nothing really stands a chance against him, so he takes him down. And then Galactus shows up and then devours Godzilla in a way, absorbs him, and seemingly is okay. But Galactus should have watched Godzilla 2000, because when you try to eat Godzilla, it never goes so well for him. But he gets kind of sick from it. He's like, and then basically Godzilla bursts out of Galactus's body. It's a really graphic but cool image. I especially love the reactions to the Fantastic Four. Reed Richards, being as smart as he is, he keeps thinking, okay, this scenario will work. But then there's just kind of work around the whole thing. He is just so tired and frustrated. He just can't win with this thing. And that's been like kind of like one of my favorite aspects of this book, is just his facial expressions. Like, fuck, man, we just turned to Galactus. What the hell else options do we have left? So that was pretty entertaining. Plus the image of Godzilla like bursting out of like Galactus's body the way he does, and just kind of like seeing the Fantastic Four kind of go off on their own. But he's also kind of glowing like a purple energy. Perhaps it's another new power-up to make him even more stronger and more powerful. This is like the most powerful Godzilla I think we've ever gotten, but with his glowing energy and all that too. It's kind of very much reminiscent of Shin Godzilla. The artwork in this thing is fantastic, by the way, and this is just a fun comic overall. But he just basically like eviscerates the whole planet. So he went from purple to kind of blue, and just look at that, just annihilates everything on sight. Silver Surfer gets word about some stuff going on with like Ghidorah's absence and Galactus. I think that's Galactus calling to him, but he goes to answer the call. And then of course we have stuff on Asgard with Odin and all these other various heroes getting ready to make a stand, because Knull's going to make his way there with carrying Godzilla, and you know, it's going to be a big all-out epic war. So I thought this was a pretty fun issue. I think it was better than the previous one. I just love Reed Richards in this thing, and just, okay, we'll do this thing will work. Like his logic, like it kind of makes sense, and you think, okay, maybe this will work. But we do have 5 issues in this thing, so Godzilla's going to keep finding ways out of these different situations as he makes his way back home to Earth. So I like, they drop him off. I also thought it's funny too how, like, you know, in the previous issue and all that, about like the other like galactic alien races talking about, oh good, it'll destroy Earth, but no, he's gonna make his way from point A to point B across all these different things. Eventually I'm sure Godzilla is gonna have to face off against Knull, because Knull's been using him just kind of like, okay, I'll use this to conquer all these different eras. Godzilla's gonna turn on Knull. It's inevitably going to happen, and it's gonna be pretty cool and awesome to watch, and we'll see how it all unfolds, because, you know, he was back on Earth and he just kind of destroys and just has so much rage and anger. There just seems to be no way to kind of calm him down in this particular book. But it's been fun. I mean, the artwork's been spectacular, and they just keep finding new and crazy ways to have Godzilla just annihilate everything on sight. So I'm having fun with it. So I'm really enjoying this thing. I'm kind of bummed I didn't get to this thing sooner. So yeah, but anyways, if any of you are reading Godzilla Infinity Roar, what do you think of it? Are you just having fun with the concept of Godzilla just going across the galaxy? What did you think of like Galactus trying to eat him and then just going and just burst out of him like that, like the alien like chest burster or something? I thought that was kind of cool. That's something, you know, I didn't think I'd ever read in a comic book, but alas, here we are. So anyways, that's all I have to say. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Be sure to like this video, share it with your friends, subscribe to your channel for more content, hit the bell for notifications, all the other fun stuff. I'll be back again soon with some more comic book stuff. I think I'm like a little bit behind on some of the DC stuff, but I don't think I have any new ones this week. So, and then I have a few other Godzilla comic books. I need to get the last issue of the TMNT Godzilla crossover, and then I got to get the latest Kaisei era, and then we got another new Godzilla comic book coming out tomorrow. And then I got a few DC books to catch up on, and then I should be pretty golden like when it comes to that stuff. So look forward to all that. But anyways, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you all later. Peace out.